Buying chickens from farms like this isn't the only way you can start collecting your own eggs, and you don't need a garden of your own to take care of your new family members. Ben Garrod helped start this communal coop here in Bristol in 2020. Sarah Burns is just one of the locals who can now say they are a proud shed chicken owner.
I think there's about 20 households who are either doing one morning or one afternoon a week. Got the occasionals as well who'll do cover if someone's sick or someone's away. There's 12 hens and 1 cockerel, but we're going to get another 6.
How do you divvy up the eggs?
There are rules or guidelines. So if you're doing a morning session, for example, you get a maximum of 6 eggs. If I do an evening shift, I'll get the other 6 eggs. If there's any left over, we'll distribute them with some of the older residents who can't maybe necessarily get down here.
I think people join the whole rota really just to sort of get to know the hens and things rather than because they get free eggs.
I mean, you've got a fantastic amount of space here, but if somebody was thinking about getting chickens in their own garden, how much space do they need?
You don't need a huge amount of space, a couple of square feet per chicken. I'd always say get at least 3 chooks to be a happy group. They'll go up as well. They don't need the ground space, so birds will perch in a raised coop as well, so you can use that 3D space.
And this is a lot more than that. Ben has made an enormous space for them because he wanted them to be happy.
The legal minimum space is 1 square foot per bird, which is the same size as one of these egg trays. But most guidance recommends at least 2 square feet, which is the same as spreading out 4 egg trays. Nicer for the chickens, but still not loads of space in the garden. A communal coop like this might be a good option if you're planning to keep lots of chickens. But if you're set on having chickens at home, then there is a third way of bringing them into your life. Jane Howorth is the founder of the British Hen Welfare Trust. Somebody's looking very comfortable sitting with you there.
She is. I've got a dog over there and I've got a cat down here, and everybody's just totally chilled.
Since 2005, Jane's charity has been responsible for rehoming over 850,000 hens from places like Battery Farms.
It's just a real joy to see them flourish and grow new feathers and become part of the family.
And tell me a little bit about the types of homes that you might rehome to.
They need a good solid hen house. Some people convert a shed, even a Wendy house with a few modifications. And then really it's lashings of TLC, and there's no reason why they won't pop out a daily egg for you.
Feeding chickens is not too expensive. The bill for 3 will run between £9 and £15 a month. But be warned, unless you're a vegan household, you can be fined if you prepare food for your chickens in the kitchen. The risk of contaminating any food with meat, which chickens cannot eat, is too high. So the big question is it more efficient to have your own hens versus buying eggs from the shop?
Initially, you've got to spend quite a bit on a hen house. Once you've spent that money, then the maintenance of the hens and feeding them is extremely cheap. I mean, it costs me pennies to feed my 3 chickens, and they're very inquisitive and love to be around you. And you get absolutely tip-top eggs as well. It's almost their gratitude in return for your hospitality.
Eggs average at £2.22 per dozen in the shops. So if your hens popped out 3 a day, it would take a year to recoup an initial investment of around £200. Although you might not make money back on the eggs straight away, these fine feathered friends are a joy to be around. And they do make pretty good pets as well. So much so, I couldn't leave these girls behind. Hey!